Alright, WWE 2K. This is my last year of doing this. Yeah, let me tell you what I'm talking about. So, with 2K26 coming out in a couple of weeks, I just thought I should say that the prices have gotten ridiculous. And it hasn't just been something that started all of a sudden. They've been doing this for years. So, I have I've been buying, I'm a wrestling fan, so I've been buying 2K games for years. I got 13, I got WWE 13. I even got 2K20. But this was when, if you got the deluxe edition or the top tier edition, you would still get a physical copy. I love physical copies of games. So because of that, I would get like a deluxe version of the game, digital, but then I would also get the standard edition, which was a physical copy, which is why I got WWE 2K25 here, still packaged in the packaging, but I also have it digital. Why am I doing that? Why am I so stupid to do that? I don't know. I have 2K23. This was deluxe. I have 2K24. This is deluxe. And, you know, it was cool because at least you had a top tier, well, somewhat top tier edition that was, you know, physical, you know. But now the only version of the game that's physical is the standard. That is so crazy to me. So this is probably my last year doing this. Like, I just got a Xbox Series X. So since I have my Xbox in another room, I decided to get the top tier version of 2K26 digital on my PS5, but I got the physical version on the Xbox. But this is my last year doing this. I know it's stupid. I know you're going to get me in the comments, but I don't mind getting 2 copies of games if it makes sense. Like, for instance, I have 2 copies of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga collection. I have one for the PS5 and one for the Switch. It makes sense to me, you know. I have the Capcom Fighting collection. I have one on the Switch and one on the PS4. Well, PS5. It makes sense if it makes sense. But what 2K is doing, it kind of irks me. So from now on, I'll probably just get like the top tier edition going forward. And yeah, that just be. I mean, I don't know as far as like the pricing is concerned. I don't know if it makes more sense to just get like the standard edition and then just use that money you were going to use to get the top tier edition. Just use that extra money to get the DLC after the fact. But will you get the pre-order bonus? Will you get the not just the pre-order bonus, but will you be able to have early access? Because I pre-ordered the standard edition of 2K26, but I don't have early access. You know, that comes out, the actual day that it comes out on the 13th of March, and you have to get the upper tier editions to get early access. But going forward, I don't know. Like I said, this is just like me rambling. So I know for me making this a full video, I know this is crazy, but I wanted to just do a video of this being on my mind with 2K. And it's like, man, I do this. I've been doing this for like 2 years now. I haven't been doing it long. Last year I did it, 2 versions of the same game. I'm doing it this year, but I can't do this no more because it gets expensive. Imagine buying the top tier edition, which is like almost $200, and then going back and getting the the standard edition, which is $70. That's crazy, you know. But you know, for the love of having physical copies of games and just being a gamer and a collector, you know, and a content creator, you do it, you know. But nah, I don't think I could do that. But I don't know if I could do it anymore. But I just want to share that with you guys and start a conversation. And I know most of the conversation in the comments is going to be, man, you're buying 2 versions of the game? You're so stupid. That's fine. I'll take that criticism because I love physical copies of games. And I don't mind buying 2 versions of games if it's worth it to me, you know. But let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. This is PsnMelloshy. My PSN is Melloshy.